This is Kevin Clifford with the August 24, 2026 JASTORM Daily News, PM edition. In wrestling, Moose pays tribute to Triple H with dramatic entrance at TNA Lockdown. Moose honored WWE legend Triple H with a striking entrance at TNA Lockdown, then faced Frankie Kazarian in a cage match that ended with a surprising finish. In sports, Cleveland Browns named Deshaun Watson starting QB before 2026 Preseason Rats. The Browns officially announced Deshaun Watson as their starting quarterback, setting the stage for a new era in Cleveland's offense as the 2026 Preseason concludes. In education, Ohio principal loses job after helping homeless student. When a Lakota East High School principal stepped in to help a homeless student, he lost his job, yet he says he has no regrets. The story explores the cost of compassion. In science, NASA chief justifies all-male crew for Artemis Roman 3. NASA Jared Isaacman explains the all-male crew selection for Artemis Roman 3 was based on experience, expertise, and flight availability, not gender bias. In wrestling, AEW's Fright Night returns to St. Louis for Dynamite and Collision. AEW brings its Halloween-themed Fright Night to St. Louis on Oct. 28, hosting a live Dynamite episode and recording Collision from Chaffetz Arena. Don't miss the spooky action. In crime, Chester, NJ. Husband visits wife's home weekly amid homicide probe. Connor Hamlin has been seen doing yard work at his late wife Brooke's Chester home as investigators continue to probe her fatal stabbing. Neighbors report regular visits. In science, data centers in Slough may be raising local temperatures. Researchers warn that the sprawling data center cluster in Slough could be heating the town, potentially affecting residents' comfort and local climate. In U.S. news, Washington Post must rehire fired columnist after Charlie Kirk incident. A federal judge ruled the Washington Post had no grounds to fire Karen Attiah, the paper's last black full-time opinion writer, after a controversial post by Charlie Kirk. In sports, Ryan Blaney's New Hampshire win clarifies the chase picture. Blaney's back-to-back victories at New Hampshire tighten the chase field, boost his momentum, and shift the championship narrative. Find out the key takeaways. In wrestling, Adam Pearce says WWE return is unlikely, but not closed. Former WWE GM Adam Pearce says he has no plans to return to the ring after Nick Aldis's comeback, yet keeps the door open for future possibilities. In U.S. news, Iran-linked hackers bring UK power plant offline, raising cybersecurity concerns. A cyber attack blamed on Iranian-linked hackers took a UK power plant offline, marking the first such incident in the country. The strike coincided with attacks on U.S. water systems, highlighting. In sports, Astros GM Dana Brown parts ways after series loss. Houston's GM Dana Brown and the Astros mutually agreed to part ways after a postseason qualifying season ended in a series loss to the Athletics. In science, NASA Artemis Roman 3 crew selection and 2028 moon landing timeline. NASA Administrator Jared Isaacman reveals how the Artemis Roman 3 crew was chosen, what sets this mission apart, and the projected 2028 moon landing schedule. In entertainment, NYC grandma missing in Las Vegas found dead near airport. A New York City grandmother vanished in Las Vegas 2 weeks ago, only to be discovered dead near the airport. The case, involving a stranger's Bitcoin request, has shocked the community. In politics, Clarence Thomas critiques racial litmus tests in debate with Ted Cruz. Thomas argues that limiting black conservatives' viewpoints mirrors segregation, sparking debate on free speech and racial identity in politics. In wrestling, female wrestlers outperform men in WWE development, a kinesiology study. Jordan Grace is turning a hot debate into a research paper, exploring why women may excel over men in WWE's developmental system. Find out what she's discovering. In government, card skimming scam steals millions from food benefit programs. A single card scammer can siphon up to $1 million from food benefit cards, with criminals installing devices in under 2 seconds revealed in Secret Service footage. In sports, MVP race shifts, PCA surpasses Ohtani in 2026 odds. In a surprising turn, the 2026 MLB MVP odds now favor PCA over Ohtani, marking a rare shift in the spotlight for the two-star players. In science, NASA names 4 astronauts for Artemis Roman 3 moon mission. NASA has selected a crew of 4 astronauts for Artemis Roman 3, tasked with docking commercial moon landers from SpaceX and Blue Origin. The mission marks a new era of lunar exploration. In politics, El-Sayed's critique of Usha Vance backfires on Hillbilly Elegy. Abdul El-Sayed's jab at Usha Vance turns back on him when a passage from J.D. Vance's Hillbilly Elegy is cited, exposing a decade-old regret that undermines his attack. In sports, 2026 SEC football schedule, game dates, kickoff times, and TV channels. Discover the full 2026 SEC football calendar, every game's date, kickoff time, TV channel, and how to watch. Playing your season with our week-by-week guide. In wrestling, Raw in Ottawa, LA Knight, The Bloodline, and a Judgment Day showdown. WWE Raw in Ottawa delivered high-stakes drama with LA Knight's surprise return, a tense Bloodline segment, and a semi-final Judgment Day clash that kept fans on the edge of. In world news, Gen X faces uncertain retirement. Social Security may be their only income. Generation X Americans are increasingly relying on Social Security as their sole retirement source, raising concerns about financial stability and the need for better saving strategies. In education, Mama June's daughter claims OnlyFans led to private school rejection. After discovering her daughter's X-rated posts, a private elementary school reportedly rescinded an acceptance offer, sparking a debate over social media influence and parental privacy. In sports, Stiegel stall, Porter Jr. and Steelers a deal impasse. Pittsburgh's cornerback Joey Porter Jr. and the Steelers front office can't agree on a new contract, leaving the future of the defensive duo uncertain. In politics, State Department calls judge's visa freeze overturn Orwellian. The State Department announced a federal judge's decision to lift President Rubio's visa freeze on 75 countries as a reckless, Orwellian move that undermines U.S. immigration policy. In wrestling, Will Ospreay unveils World Cup-inspired gear for AEW All in London 2026. Will Ospreay is set to bring a slice of England to Wembley, unveiling special World Cup-themed ring gear as he prepares to face Kenny Omega for the AEW World. In entertainment, Gleb Savchenko's custody battle intensifies over daughter's living situation. The former Olympic figure skater's fight over custody of his daughter, Olivia, has escalated after revelations that she lives with his OnlyFans girlfriend, sparking anger from his ex-wife. In music, Reed Ewing's early days as Dylan on Modern Family. At 20, Reed Ewing stepped into the role of Dylan, Haley's quirky boyfriend on Modern Family. His debut in 2009 marked the start of a memorable ensemble career,